I had to quit running. I had to completely quit running. And it's really depressing to really think about that, to be honest, because running kind of became my life. Like, I made a video about how running saved my life. Let's go back in time a little bit. When I was like really depressed, I had no self-esteem, was basically during my era where I was like a lazy, like kind of stagnant kind of dude. Um, I used to just play video games all day. I used to just drink all day. I didn't have any sort of exercise regimen, and I was really, just kind of depressed. I had like a negative mindset. You could say it, something like that. So running was the first time in my life where I actually consistently did something that was like a physical, for mental health, for like my health in general. Running basically helped me like quit doing like drugs, alcohol, video games. I replaced all those bad habits with running. I used to run like 2 hours a day, straight up. And so, why did I quit? So, I wanted to get into that. Um, so, about a year ago, I started feeling like pain in my knee. And when I would like slow down from running, the pain would kind of slowly go away. Um, I kind of just put it in the back of my mind because I never wanted to believe that I could get injured from running. So I just kept going. I kept going. I eventually got a compression brace for my knee after a while. I used to think that it was my shoes. I was using like pretty crappy shoes at first since I was just a beginner. I had running shoes, but they were old and they were kind of like beat up. But my running shoes, I eventually changed to more high quality running shoes, and that helped a little bit. But I was still feeling that pain in my knee. It would flare up and it would get worse sometimes. The more I would run, the worse it would get. So you can imagine how frustrating that was because I was literally addicted to running. I did it like every day, every night to get the stress out of my system. I used to, when I would work, I remember I would be at work and I would literally be counting down the hours and excited to get off of work because I knew I was going to go run that night. I would be excited thinking about it, which is crazy because, in the past, before I got consistent with it, I had to like try to motivate myself to do it. But then, once you become addicted to like a certain exercise, it's easy. You don't need to, amp yourself up. Like, it just becomes part of your everyday life, and you actually look forward to it. You like put aside other things to get it done. So the compression brace kind of helped. It kind of helped a little bit with the pain. I didn't really like notice too much of a difference at first. It kind of was like a band-aid for the problem. Um, Eventually it stopped working. The pain was getting worse and worse until eventually, I was just kind of coping. I knew something was wrong with my knee. I basically knew in the back of my mind that I was wearing out my knee. And yeah, I mean, I just recently kind of was doing more research into, um, that kind of stuff, like the body, kind of getting more educated. And that's when eventually, I've been watching like a lot of fitness YouTubers and stuff, and yeah, the consensus is that running can basically damage your joints. And, I researched more and more, and I kind of just came to the conclusion that I have something called runner's knee. Runner's knee is where basically you tear the ligament up in your knee from too much running exercise, too much physical activity, because you're putting weight on your knee every day. Um, either like, yeah, I mean, I kind of went overboard with it. I was running like marathons. I was actually, this bums me out because I was training to do a 26-mile long marathon next year, but I'm just gonna be real. Like, I really wanted it, but I want my joints to still be intact now that I'm getting a little bit older. So I don't want to fuck my joints up. No, but like that doesn't. This isn't like an excuse to like stop working out. So when I was running, I was kind of doing another sport on the side. I would do it like 2 or 3 times a week on top of the running, and that was boxing. I got pretty addicted to kickboxing like a year ago, like a year and a half ago. I started going to like some martial arts gyms. That's how I kind of got introduced to kickboxing. I really liked it. It was really fun. I've met so many good people through boxing. It's definitely a much more social kind of sport than running. You know, runners tend to be more isolated. They tend to be more to themselves because running alone. Honestly, I liked I liked it more than running with other people because other people are just kind of inconsistent. You know. Whereas boxing, you go to a boxing gym. There's other boxers. There's other people training. You're helping each other. You're showing each other stuff. And yeah, everyone I've met through boxing, kickboxing, martial arts, those are some good people. Those are people that are go getters, people with goals. I'm not gonna say they're perfect, but most of the people I've met in like the martial arts community has been all good people, all people with goals. Like there is a big correlation between people that like go to the gym and people that have like actual shit going on in their life. You'll notice this like not only do they go to the gym, they work hard, they have like a business or whatever. They want to start a business, like it goes hand in hand. So, yeah, boxing was really good stress relief, just like running. I really enjoyed boxing. Um, so that's kind of like when I started going to like the gym more often was when I got into that rather than just running every day in like public. I would never run on a treadmill, by the way. I would always run like through neighborhoods, like near the water. On the treadmill, it's pretty boring. So yeah, I used to like run all through town, through the entire town, like back and forth down every street I would cover. I'm really gonna miss it because I used to just put on music and just get lost in the neighborhood completely. So yeah, like I can't go back to just being lazy. I need some sort of physical stimulus. So that's when I was like, all right, well, there's boxing. I could box every day. That's one thing. But I really want to get into bodybuilding, right? Not like powerlifting. Like, I'm just trying to get sculpted, you know. Um, I have to replace my running with something that is productive to me, that gives me something. So, boxing is still going to give me that, like, cardio, like that heart health, because it's like high intensity workouts. You're doing drills and stuff. It's kind of similar to running. You're putting yourself through like some high intensity exercise where you're burning like a lot of fat. Um, but the main thing, boxing is still like kind of like a secondary thing. I use it before my workout to get warmed up. I'll do some boxing. But now, yeah, like I'm into weightlifting now, so yeah, basically I'm just gonna be going to the gym every day. There's a gym pretty close to my house. Thankfully, it's a boxing gym, but it has weights. Um, it has like dumbbells, barbells. It's got squat racks. It's got all that stuff. It's got like machines. It's got a shower. So it has everything that you need. So this is my new journey that I'm starting, my new chapter. And also, like, yeah, running made me really skinny. Um, I became really, really healthy off running, but there was a side effect that I was just kind of like losing muscle. And I became a more efficient runner body wise. But I just, we all want to have aesthetics. We all want to have a six pack, look strong. And I'm just ready to go down that route and, give myself the best body I can. I want to get shredded, basically. I want to get jacked. So, running all the time, running miles and miles every day. Like, my minimum, I would run 5 miles a day minimum. Every day. So, it's really hard to get jacked when you're doing that because it kind of messes with your body chemistry. You burn a lot of muscle. You don't have the energy to put in like a really crazy like bodybuilding workout. And also running 5 to 10 miles a day, that's a lot of time. That's an hour or two spent every day that you're not spending at the gym. So those extra couple hours that I have freed up, I'm basically just gonna put the gym in the equation, and on the other side, my body will start changing again. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna be a twink anymore. And I'll get more muscle basically put on. In tandem with that, so I've been trying to lower my body fat percentage for a long time. My I probably would have had it way lower in the past. Um, I had a problem with my diet. I would run a lot and I would kind of just eat like a bunch of nasty shit. Burgers, hot dogs, pizza, ice cream, just a bunch of bullshit like junk food. I used to eat out a lot. I recently switched my diet to a like a carnivore diet. It's a carnivore diet, so that means like no bread, no rice, no vegetables, no nothing. So no carbs, the no carb diet. I still drink coffee. Coffee is safe to drink, but the creamer, I was obsessed with the creamer. I even cut out the creamer, like for my morning coffee, because the coffee has like the creamer has sugar and carbs in it. So I'm doing it. I'm full on into it. I just want to see the benefits. I want to reap the benefits. Um, I've never had like a no carb diet. Apparently, going off of carbs makes your face look like slimmer. I've been trying to slim down my face for a while. I noticed when I would eat a lot of carbs. Here, I'll show y'all. So, when I would eat like a lot of carbs, I would like bloat up quite often. Um, so I'm hoping that this keto diet, this carnivore diet, I want to get like the hollow cheeks, like like mewing, I guess, like you know, get like a more sculpted face, get shredded, get my body fat down. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be showing y'all my progress as I go along. So, yeah, because with the weightlifting, like, oh, I want to get bulked or whatever. See, that's the thing. When weightlifting, they have all those like weight gainers and shit. That stuff is complete crap. It's like a bunch of sugar. It's more it's more carbs and sugar than protein. It's literally called weight gainer. That's for when people are in like bulking season. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to get fat. Like, I like having like a low body fat. I think I might be like 17% body fat, which is pretty low for like a guy my age. I'm 24. But I mean, I'm just trying to get like more and more like completely. So like if I cut out all carbs, there's no way like I'm gonna retain any bloating or fat. Um, I'm already noticing benefits. Like I can definitely say like my skin looks better. I'm not having as many breakouts. It's glowing a little bit more. Obviously, it still looks a little bit rough. That's from years of abuse. You know, as I've told y'all before, I used to smoke like cigarettes, vape. I would eat anything. I've never had like a consistent diet in my life. I've always been eating junk food and bullshit. Basically, I would like dirty bulk, you know, and I would use the runnings as an excuse. Oh, I can eat this burger because I'm just going to run and burn the calories. But I can definitely say now that, like, cutting all that bullshit out, like, I feel better. I don't feel like a wretch, like a disgusting slob. And I'll say this, every time I was eating, like, the junk food, I did feel like a negative feeling, you know? So, yeah, guys, like, junk food is one of those things that I've always struggled with. So this is like my next step in my life is cut out the junk food. Apparently, it's also supposed to help with inflammation. So like yeah, my knee having the problems that it did, the inflammation. It's just gonna help me like with the pain in my knee, in my joints. I've been taking vitamins. I take magnesium. I take fish oil. I take multivitamins. So let's see. You know, let's come back in like 6 months. Come back to this topic. I've already taken like before pictures, but I think my face is definitely slimming down, looking a little bit better. And yeah, I'm tired of the puffy appearance, like right here, like my cheek. That's always been like it would get like inflamed, like my cheeks would get all, my face would get red, you know. It would get all puffed up, you know. After I would drink beer, same thing. A night at the bar, eating fast food. So yeah, guys, wish me luck. I'll be making more updates, and oh, another goal is like a 6 pack. I'm almost. See, I was almost at a 6 pack. I'm like almost there. I see it, like it's coming in the definition, but the running was kind of impacting my muscle growth. My chest got way smaller. My arms were getting way smaller. Yeah, just a lot of like negative like aspects to running, but I mean, it's amazing. I wish I could still do it. If your joints are better than mine, then keep it up. You're lucky. I wish I was you, but unfortunately, sometimes we have to make sacrifices, and yeah. So, good luck, guys. Wish me luck, and peace.